Landing clients for your HR consulting business is one thing. Keeping them around and growing those relationships is another. Strong client management is the key to long-term success in HR consulting. In this video, we'll cover how to effectively manage HR consulting clients, deliver consistent value, and expand your services over time to retain clients and increase revenue. Any successful client relationship starts with clear expectations. Here's how to set the stage. Clearly outline what services are included in your pricing. It's okay to have boundaries. This is where you can align on what happens when the scope exceeds the initial agreement. Being clear and upfront about expectations at the start of a relationship can minimize any confusion or pushback later. Establish how often you'll be checking in. Some clients prefer lots of communication, while others don't. I also recommend establishing the preferred communication channels, whether it's phone calls, Slack, or emails. You may also want to define who can contact you and how. For example, if you're employee-facing, it may be in your best interest to implement a policy where client staff can only contact you via email so your phone isn't ringing off the hook constantly. I've seen other teams that require client employees use their calendar booking tool. Be sure you clearly establish your working hours and what the client should expect if they need support outside of those hours. Listen, sometimes there are actual HR emergencies that just can't wait. You need a defined process for accommodating and pricing emergency support calls appropriately. First impressions matter. Provide your clients with an onboarding guide and schedule a welcome call where you can walk new clients through what to expect from working with you. This step is important because it sets the tone for your relationship. You may want to consider implementing a 30, 60, 90-day plan for long-term projects or retainer clients to clearly define benchmarks and opportunities for you to adjust the relationship as needed. Keeping clients engaged and satisfied all comes down to providing continuous value. Here are some strategies you can follow to cultivate long-term relationships with your clients. Keep clients engaged with consistent touch points, whether it's quarterly reviews, monthly reports, or even check-in emails to review progress and discuss any additional needs. These check-ins are great because they create space for conversation about the relationship, rather than just focusing on the deliverables. Position yourself as a strategic partner by sharing industry insights, HR trends, and compliance updates proactively. For our team, I always ask my consultants to function as if they were the head of HR for our client. I ask them, what would you do? Essentially, that is our role, so it's our job to be proactive and recommend what we see is needed. A monthly compliance newsletter to all your clients can also be a great way to stay engaged and gives your clients peace of mind knowing that someone is watching out for compliance for them. Here's a pro tip. Don't be afraid to send these resources to past clients. Staying top of mind with them might actually lead to additional work. Clients may initially reach out for one service, but over time, they'll inevitably experience additional HR challenges. Whenever we draft handbooks or conduct HR audits with clients, we have an opportunity to see the areas of the business that need improvement in HR. This is the time to bring solutions to problems that clients didn't even realize that they had. Being a thought partner to the business can encourage the client to increase the level of support that you provide. Growing your HR consulting business isn't just about securing new clients. It's actually also about deepening your relationships with existing ones. Here are a few ways to cultivate your client relationships. Be on the lookout for where your clients may need additional HR support and be sure to offer relevant solutions. Maybe one of your clients came to you for payroll and benefits administration and you noticed that there was an increase in headcount. They may need help onboarding those new employees or possibly implementing a leadership development program for the managers who now have larger teams. Identify the problem with a solution at your check-ins. For clients who come to you for one-time projects, there's always a lot of opportunity for you to deepen those relationships. You should always be focused on growing your one-time projects into ongoing monthly support services for stable income and deeper engagement. In my business, we have retainers as low as 1 hour a month, so that clients know that they have someone to call. Generally, this is great because when they have an additional project, they know exactly who they're going to call. The HR consultant they're already paying. Collecting and applying client feedback is one of the best ways to improve your business. Conduct surveys or feedback sessions to understand what's working well and how you can better meet the needs of your clients. Happy clients are your best marketing tool. Take advantage of the relationships you build by asking your clients to share their experiences. This can be a short testimonial for your website or a referral to someone in their network who may be in need of your services. If you have a client that you've been working with for some time and you've been able to achieve documented results, this is the perfect opportunity to create a case study that you can share with other prospective clients. This is where maintaining healthy client relationships becomes a really valuable way to grow your business. For example, one of the case studies that we've shared with other prospective clients is how a client first called us looking for help resolving employee conflict between two departments. After a couple of months, we resolved a lot of these issues, but because the client had a larger retainer, our consultant was able to spend more time thinking through how to prevent these issues from reappearing. Our consultant realized that the employee conflicts were constantly about sharing a space. In this case, it was a kitchen. The lack of clarity between whose responsibility it was to clean, maintain, and order supplies resulted in frustration that would crop up every so often. So the consultant spent time building standard operating procedures around the kitchen space. Since then, issues have reduced dramatically. By sharing this example with clients, they understand that larger retainers give us capacity to be more proactive than just reactive. Let's wrap this up. Be sure to set clear expectations with new clients, nurture long-term relationships for sustainable revenue, and always keep an eye out for ways to expand your services. Now that you're ready to build a thriving HR consulting business, stay tuned for more educational content from Shrlock. We'll be diving even deeper into marketing, sales, and growth strategies for HR consultants in future videos and webinars, so be sure to subscribe to stay up to date. If you're just getting started as an HR consultant, schedule a consultation with a member of our team to learn more about how Shrlock can help you grow your business. See you soon.